Now, I would like to share a little of my own Scott Rudin story. So when this stuff started breaking, and it was like after Harvey was sort of outed and all those bombshells were coming out, and like people were now feeling like, oh, they could tell their stories and they wouldn't be exiled from like working in Hollywood or on Broadway or media, what have you. I was deputized by my editor to write a story about Scott Rudin, which is how I know, like off the top of my head, the stuff I just told you. And so there was a guy who worked at the New York Post. He was like the theater critic, but he was just like a little too cozy with these people. Like he would brag, like he would write a book and he would brag and he would be like, yeah, you know, I finished my book up at like Andrew Lloyd Webber's estate in like Majorca or whatever. And I'm like, how can you call yourself like a critic and like be taking these favors from these people? Like it. Anyway, so this story, like we're putting it to bed, you know, it's about to go online, and it's like late on a Friday night, and I get a call from this guy, my then colleague, and again, like not subtle. Like I thought he would surely be a little bit more skilled at this kind of thing, but investigative journalism was clearly not his forte. He calls me and he's at like a nearby bar, and he goes, hey, you know who I just happen to be having a drink with right now? Scott Rudin. So I'm like, thanks, asshole. You told him, like, I'm doing, like, he already heard I was doing it, I'm sure, but like, you're calling me with Scott Rudin next to you? Like, whose side are you on? Like, the newsbreakers and the troublemakers, or like these assholes? So he says to me, you know, why don't you just send that story over my way? Like, why don't you just email it to me? And like, this way Scott can read it. I shit you not. This way Scott can read it and tell you if there are any errors in there, like any mistakes. And I'm like, yeah, you know, what we do professionally, as you should know, is we go to these people and we ask them for comment. Like, we're fucking journalists, we know how to do this stuff. What we don't do is gift wrap a story and give it to the subject of said story that, by the way, has a bunch of terrified people feeling, you know, emboldened enough to like tell their stories, but don't use my name, you know, keep the identifying details a secret, and hand it to Scott effing Rudin, okay? Fuck you.